Let's kick things off then. People can hear us. Yeah, Staten Island in the place to be. People, thanks for showing up to the activity after premiere. We'll answer your question in a second, but first I got to introduce the characters on the stage. On the bottom left corner, we have the Prime Minister of the Almighty Shawi, the man with the keys to the city, people gather, event organizer, and in this case, the cinematographer for the street portion of activity. Make some noise for Raf Sivini.
Hi guys.
Applaudis,
Thanks, Phil.
applaudis, les enfants.
I thought it was Pat, the mayor.
No, you're the prime minister. I
Oh,
I
okay.
bumped you over Pat just
Oh,
now.
okay. Thanks.
Decision made. And also the man in the top right corner, someone who needs no introduction, but for those who don't know, a mogul in the ski industry, partook and made some of the most iconic ski videos to this day, in front and behind the lens. Thanks for joining us, Monsieur Brady Perron.
Merci, mon gars.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
Brady.
last but not least, we have the super athlete from northern Sweden, 40 minutes away from Kleppen. He's been in the game for decades now and still going hard. The king of the most important ski event of this past decade, Mr. Kim Boberg.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ben oui.
Burgundy. I'm your host, Phil Casabon. Thank you for joining us for this live after show.
Yes.
Thank you,
yeah.
people, for this video right here. Insane.
Yeah, that was fun. That was so fun to watch. Wow. Crazy.
Hell yeah. I'm pulling up the movie. Maybe our mediator here can. Okay, we can. Here, we got the movie.
Beautiful.
So, covering on what I said latest, the first part of the movie, which wasn't shot in first, but just for the sake of relatability, we're gonna start by Kimbo Sessions, and we got the best man in the game to speak of which Kim. How many years has it been since the inception of the Kimbo?
Ooh, I think it should have been the 10th edition, I believe. But with COVID, it was the 8th. But still, like, to have kept it going for 8 times and have had you there for, like, I don't know, 7 of those 8 times. It's been unreal, you know, and fucking every time it makes you want to do it again and again and again because it's so damn sick to have everybody there, you know. The level of writing and vibes are just on another level, and that's how it should be, I believe, in skiing.
Couldn't agree more. And here, people, you are seeing the footage of a man that has no, I mean, not trying to compare, but no equal. When you see this footage, Kimbo Session has as many filmers as Hollywood's got cameramans on set. There's so many people, but yet this footage still sticks out and hold its own and feel like it's filmed somewhere else. Brad Monk's
Agreed.
got the twist to make shit look very different. I couldn't tell you this is from Kimbo.
Word. Understood. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you crush it so hard, man. How do you come up with your look and feel? Is it through experience? Who influenced you to have this style of zoom and motion?
I'm sure that was a bunch of us. Probably more like direct, like these type of relationships. But it was probably, yeah, it was probably like a mixture of like who I was getting filmed by and then like how I wanted to get after it or how I wanted to be filmed or whatnot. And then it just like I landed with a camera because you and Henrik put me on and I was like using this DSLR and then I just stuck with the GH series since kind of ended up with a similar lens the whole time and then have committed to one ish and then just try to dance and trick and stay active out there. Activité lo. and yeah, it's been fun trying to have fun out there, trying to enjoy myself and get a little greedy, like you do, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You always say I'm gonna try my best when we drop in, and just to kind of bolster and boost us, and you always do your best and crush in that regard. Someone says Brady Bill Strobeck of skiing. What do you think of that référence là?
Oh man, that would be a treat to be labeled something like that. You know, yeah, that sounds cool. I don't think my shit looks like that, but I think easy to like be pulled into like what he did, but I definitely don't want to be like I'm definitely not leaning that way, but I'll go hard feet to face to feet for a clip for sure. That sounds fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree that I don't think your style is, although his style also is very unique, but different styles of filming. But great reference there. Thank you,
Thanks,
Sindra.
bro. Thank you,
And
Sindra.
right here, we got the portion of which Brady set up the first trip. Also, like Brady overlooked this whole project. He kind of put us on and got all of us together in the first place. So, Brady, what was the motivation to go to Vermont to Liam
Um,
Downey's spot to start it off?
yeah, yeah. So I went there the prior year. We tried hard. We made something sweet. The next year, I brainstormed with Liam, like maybe we should like get a few of the cats in, like maybe we should get Phil down south from Shawi and whatnot, and then talking with you, it was like let's try and plan a few trips and make something. And then I thought, what better time to make like a Phil and Friends piece than now?
Very well orchestrated. Yeah, Liam. We tried to get Liam on people, but he's on the way to Quebec actually,
No
and
way.
I guess
This
you
is
guys are
special
a little late on
here.
us, but yeah, you guys, those dudes are seeing the part where we celebrate New Year's at Liam and Anna's spot where we had the super feast, the Leak Fest,
Yeah.
as we would call, transitioning into my house where Kim is checking out my mushrooms. What do you think of the mushrooms, Kim?
Dude, there were so many mushrooms everywhere, bro. We had like some good meals together and great time. So thank you for the invite to the mushroom house.
No doubt.
I
Yeah.
can,
Speaking of which, meals and fuel. Kim, within 14 days of being in Quebec, got 12 clips, six of which are featured in this, and six of which will be in DV8. But how did you keep yourself fueled up through all of this? Because Kim was solo skiing at this point, may I remind you guys.
yeah, yeah. But just by getting the invite from you guys to come and join you in Quebec, like my favorite place to ski as well, and then with you guys, it was just like fueled the fire a lot for me. So then when I was there, we had like the sickest setup ever, staying at Phil's place, and Brady was down, Ref was down. It was just like the perfect setup to get productive and just ski a ton. And that's what we did. So pretty easy like that, It was easy going and just hungry to get after it when I had the opportunity to be there.
For real.
And I'm hyped. I hope we get to do it again soon, And yeah, good crew makes for some good skiing.
Hell yeah. I'm going to send you the update link when the invitation is sent.
Nice.
And Rose,
Let's talk
we're
about
not
these
hearing you
clips.
speak much. Let's talk about Rose's flavor here. Raf,
Yeah,
what was it
I'm
like?
hyped. Um, it was a really fun like month or two trying to get like a lot of clips, and then I think we did like what 2 or 3 weeks Kimbo together with Brady, and
Mhm,
then
yeah, 2 weeks.
yeah. So after that, took a little break, and then Phil, we're back, and then yeah, another like 3 weeks straight trying to get the most clips before the winter's done, and then yeah, shoveling lot of shoveling.
Amazing.
But then Shawi, we got lucky this year with like a ton of snow, so it was perfect. But sometimes it was like almost like too much snow. But yeah, gotta
It was wild.
set up. But yeah, it
Uh,
was fun.
Dude,
Go ahead, Kim.
yeah, I was just saying, like, when I was there, I was skiing alone, right? But you, Phil, were like out there every day checking out those spots and like making sure they were all dialed without hitting anything. Cause so when I saw the movie for the first time, I was just like blown away, like how good those spots that you were like thinking about then worked out in the end when you and Raph were out there shooting. And it was so nice to see.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I always joked, telling people I was kind of gardening my spots, going every now and then and just maintaining them, keeping them clean and making sure they're happy like a flower. So it just, when it's time, it can bloom. And that definitely was instrumental in making it uh, easy going. 2NY, who chose the soundtrack? The soundtrack is a mix of Brady and I. Brady put me on to Nicholas Craven back in 2017, and this year Nicholas Craven did an album with Mike Shab, which came out when we were in Shawi, right, Brady? Remember when, or the
Maybe.
single came out, "Save the Joker,"
Mm.
and we took a liking to it instantly. They later released the EP "Shadow Moses" uh, in somewhere like April, and there was another song that clicked. So those were two of the songs. And Brady, maybe you can tell us how you landed on Pootie for All I Care About, the middle track.
Yeah, and by the way, those were all blended so nice, Phil. Like Phil did all the edits, everything, like on this film. So make sure you guys like know that like Raph crushed it, Kim sprinted to get way more clips than you just saw, and Phil sprinted the whole time and healed. So the transitions between those three tracks are like incroyable, seriously, like with the emotions and the audio and everything. But I grabbed up the Pootie one via my man Eric Van Engelen, who is I Hate New York old head, lives in probably Brooklyn, goes by Spoiled Suede, makes hip hop beats, and did a track with Pootie. And then I got Pootie, I just connected with Pootie via that, and then he was in. So we were hyped to connect with him and use one of his tracks. So it's love.
For real. The clip that y'all gonna see now is at Bromley, Liam's local resort. And that day, we showed up kind of without too much of a plan, just that we were maybe gonna be able to ski rollers. And we didn't have access to that zone that you guys just saw, so we went somewhere else and started to film. And instantly, I broke my little finger like one try in, first run of the day. Just went to the ski patrol. Ski patrol looks at my finger, tries to replace it. He's like, ah, you know, shows me his crooked ass little finger. He's like, if I was you, I'd just go back skiing. So I went back, clipped in, and got a clip that I was really proud about that you guys saw.
So that's the opener, right?
Yep, the
Word.
opener of the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sick.
I didn't know
The
that.
opener, right? So Raph, also the opener is just like insane. And then after we get to watch Kimbo, now we go back to where the opener was shot, and it's Phil like celebrating. Like that edit is amazing. He's like down at the bottom, and we get reintroduced to the scene, and then you know situation two happens, and then we just close it down with the montage from the streets, and it's just crazy. Phil, you killed this shit, man.
Thank you,
Hmm.
Brad Monks. Hell yeah, I'm glad that you explained the workings of it.
Let's see it. Pull it back.
Where are we going?
Let's Are we gonna run the movie back?
Yep. Might as well.
Sick. Chatty, chatty. What else we got for questions in here?
Yeah, hit us with some questions here. It was like kind of my first time too shooting with you, Brady, and
Yeah,
Raf for
like
sure.
on that tip. Yeah, seriously. Yeah,
Like street stuff for sure.
yeah,
Good,
yeah. I mean,
good times.
it felt so good. We got Bishop in here. I think Bishop and Corey are watching this maybe together. Which is
Oh,
lovely.
word. Yeah, big help. Big thanks to Josh Bishop, who put us
Always.
on a pedestal to be able to financially and just like believed in us for a while and making
Yeah,
this possible. Really, like also thanks to Armada, big time. He's a big
always.
supporter in this, putting us on.
Yeah, go
I was
check out the
hyped to
new
have some
line.
of the younger cats too. Quinn, Danny,
Yeah,
Brady. That
nice
was
move.
your kind of idea to add in some spice.
Yeah, I mean those dudes they're such like good guys, and then like they're absolutely crazy good at skiing. Like I don't know, man. Daniel Bacher, like I don't know. That dude is just next, next, next.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
One of my
Huge here.
favorites yet. What else we got? Joseph Kohler, Have Craven. What up, Joe? Good to see you on here. Have Craven and Shab seen the project? I don't think, but I will send it to Craven. I think he's really on it with the with whatever his music touches. Couldn't be more
Yeah,
happy about the soundtrack.
yeah, for real. Me too. Yeah, yeah. Rap, you need a clip next time around.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody go check out Nicholas Craven, Mike Shab, and Pootie Pootie. I just hit him with the link too. Hopefully he's on here.
Sick.
Mm-hmm. You got Hornbeck in there too. It's, the
Yeah,
skiing is so
special.
fresh in this. I love it.
Yeah, straight from the bench too. Hornbeck just came basically no skiing before and comes in like casual, does the most finesse style of skiing that we all like him so much for because his shit is nonchalant. He's chilling harder than anybody else. He's like Larry June on the beat or something.
Yeah, yeah, so sure. One of kind.
Yeah,
Kimbo
really,
and
really
Phil
nice.
movement video dropping. Kimbo.
No shit. Yeah, Phil, you really put me on the ring tip, the gymnastic ring tip, making me feel fresh.
Sick. It was mutual when you told me that the muscle up transition was kind of the introduction, the first step to a ring work, and I was like, damn, I got to step my game up, which
Damn.
I did.
We're going into new levels next year. All like buffed up, big biceps, you know? Gonna
Small
be
clothes.
insane.
It's a new era.
Exactly. It is. Be prepared.
Maybe all burgundy.
Yeah. You see, still rocking the
Maybe.
burgundy. You can't get rid of it.
And let's
Stay forever.
talk some nerd shit. Raph, what was your camera equipment that you shot with on this project?
For this, it was all for myself shot on Sony A7S III and couple lenses, but yeah, most of it was so Sony and A7S III and A7 III for the like just static.
It's just a static.
Static.
Toi, Brad Monks, what was the camera mostly? Tell us about all
Just
cameras.
GH5. And then we shot with Jake Majot's mom's home video camera too, because I had come from a little shoot with Jake up in Quebec. So we have some high 8 footage thanks to Phyllis Majot as well, which
Hmm.
Phil Casabon used to tie things together between these segments. And yeah, super nice. You can see my wife Ida in one of these clips. She's shooting it. It's really fun to see in here.
Yeah, Eda got a few clips in there.
Yeah, it's great.
And when can we see a Brady? When can we see Brady makes a skiing appearance? Brian Smith asks. Should I pull it back on
I
him?
I got peer pressured and got one, man.
Yep.
Yep. Managed a little one. I don't know where this camera is right now, but someone was asking what camera.
Phil
Um,
Potter, the ender shot over the fence was not a first try. That was actually a very worked out progress. I started off 50-50, jumping over the fence, landing 50-50, had the edgeless, slipped out the first try, bad, knocked my dome, was kind of negotiating with myself if I should keep going or not, but I did. Then I got the 50-50 a few tries later, and I asked Raf if I should throw him sideways and slide the ledge. Raf was skeptical. He was like, yes,
Not sure if you asked me.
no.
No, no, I don't remember that. Like, but maybe you did. But
And
I
so,
remember that when I saw you going sideways, I was like, "Holy shit, he's going down." But I wasn't sure at first. It was like that thing was slippery as hell. But then, did you change keys between?
yep, after the first try, after I slipped out with the edgeless, I got my edges on. And once I decided to throw him sideways, I fully slipped out of the ledge and by chance caught the end of the ledge with my left hand and brought me back to forward. And Frank was going nuts as he does. Frank GP, who you see running the winch on the last clip, who's screaming. He's going nuts and he's like, "That's it, dude. That's it. You're not doing it again." And we check the clip. I'm all flailing. So I did maybe another 5 or 6 tries and got it for the crowd of people who thought I was committing suicide up there, the crew of runners.
crazy fly.
Yeah, so wild, insane. I got a question for you, Phil. Like, because you built all these spots when I was there, and kind of like we're talking about the visions you had on tricks and stuff. And for me, it like looks like everything worked out just perfectly, kind of like you envisioned it. Was there like any adjustments you had to do, or was like everything just on point?
One adjustment, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. And it did go really smoothly. One adjustment, I'm going to try to pull it up, see if this worked, was this clip right here that is at Forgotten Factory in Shawi, obviously. Raf and I went there maybe 3 or 4 times to make it happen. And for real, if Raf wouldn't have been there at that spot, I would have let that spot go to waste because it was not working. And Raf was like, maybe if we change the angle, maybe if we do this, maybe if we do that. And then I tried again, it wouldn't work. And I was like, I'm done with this. And Raf was like, yeah, maybe we come back another day, Justin. Yeah, Raf kept me
Yep.
motivated.
Yeah, that
Uh,
spot was insane. Like the physics of the spots is like I don't know. I don't know how you did it because it was like fast speed, like too much speed almost, and then going like super quick on that like tiny like up rail that was like not that steep, but like pretty steep, and then yeah, like redirecting to that like concrete block. It was yeah, it was insane. I think it was like three or four like full like rebuild maybe.
Yep.
Word, word.
Kim,
Yeah, I
what's
remember that
your
spot looked
favorite
super hectic.
spot in there that you skied? Which one was
Ooh.
maybe your favorite as a skier and also your favorite as a watcher right now, as a listener and watcher, looking back on it?
Hmm. Like of my own clips, or
Yep.
I'd say my favorite clip, kind of, or like the favorite feature to ski would be like the QP that you see right here, the QP to bank kind of landing, and the drop, the 180 kind of 270. I did the bomb drop kind of looking thing, because those were just like super fun sessions, like not too gnarly, but just like they just worked out and we built them super nice and smooth. So it was just like a enjoyable session, kind of, you know. So those were for sure some of my favorites. That one was like a spot right up my alley too, and so much snow. I fucking love skiing street like this when it's a lot of snow. Makes everything feel a little better, you know. And
Oh yeah.
then just like from the looks of it, I think this might be one of my favorites too. The line through that hole in the building, and just that spot in general is like so unique. And fuck, I don't have a spot like that at home, you know. Pretty hyped to hit it.
Strictly in the capital.
And me and Brady too, we like rented a huge ass generator and a grinder to cut up these two bolts
Yeah.
that took us like 2 seconds. We carried it down there, and just so I could like slide that little flat part in there, but it was all worth it, worth the hustle.
Yeah. Raph and Seb helped us pull it out. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
What
We
about
great.
you,
have
Brad Monks? Any
Favorite?
clip that you shot in there in the whole flick that you are mostly stoked on how it turned out for the skier and for yourself at the same time in synchronicity?
Word. I think the first two clips in the movie, you're skiing in the first clip of the movie, and then the second clip of the movie is you skiing at Kimbo. This clip I love. Not shot well, but like just ended on the guy somehow. You killed that clip, and then um, I guess it's a little delayed on the other end, but yeah. And then we'll see you do the first trick at Kimbo, which is just like insanely powerful for me. Like just dream stuff. This one of you coming noses in three, and then off the tail. See you later. It's just and it just looks like deep snow when you land, and it's just like crazy stylish. Yeah. So I don't know. Those are really nice. We shot a long ledge, Kim, where I timed up some structure over to you. It looks pretty robot, but that's also fine. It's fun to have like robot stuff mixed with the au naturel stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
um, happy to see that one go in there, and happy for the timing, and you killed it, and we shot the ledge different, and it was great.
Good times.
I'm
That was
sure
the first spot,
there's more.
straight off the plane from Minnesota. Got brought into this
Yeah,
paradise of spots.
yeah,
No wasted
amazing.
time.
Nope.
Nice,
And
nice.
Raf got the opportunity, very rare thing. Henrik Arlo was in town for a hot minute. And Raf, can you tell us about this experience filming this clip with Henrik? Tell us about the 2 days.
Yeah, first maybe not the first day we met, but we saw each other like maybe one time. But yeah, it went pretty fast, as everyone knows Enric, and he just like did it like, I don't know, 20 try, and he had to take his flight in the afternoon. I don't remember what time his flight was in Montreal, but then he kept on going and going, like, and he already had like that try, like that make was like really. really good to me, but I think he wanted to have like a little bit more on the wall. But then, yeah, I think he had to go take his flight, and but yeah, I think he was hype at the end, but yeah, he kept on going till the last minute before his flight.
So sick.
Sick.
Crush it
You
so
guys
hard.
killed it. I gotta go. I gotta go jump on one too. Phil, so well done. Kim, good to see you. So well done. Raph, always a treat. Let's chat soon. I know I will. Peace,
For
dudes.
sure.
Gonna jump on
Okay,
one.
safe travels, Brad.
Peace, Brady. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, then any bad falls on the cable grind defense gap? Dom, thanks for your question, man. There weren't any bad falls, only coming up short on the landing, but I made sure that the landing was not too not too hard. Although we were dealing with March conditions, so in the daytime it gets really soft, and at night it just freezes. So we had to break that landing like crazy. But good thing we got Raf on board because he's like the ultimate the ultimate snow builder and snow destructioner.
Yeah, that fence was coming really quick after that landing. Got me scared a few times, but yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, you guys killed it. It was so hectic looking too. Quick from
Yeah,
feature to feature, you know? And talk
Definitely.
about spots too, you know, like fuck, it's a spot you never find, you know, kind of
yeah,
up the
that
Yeah,
wire.
cable.
that's what Dom is asking. Stories from the cable grind spot. So Kim was riding the jump over fence where he did the 270 left hand safety and another trick that you'll see in deviate. And I was filming and I walked around to get the best shot I could get and just landed on this cable that was tied into on a tree, full metal wire, super hard and sturdy, and I just clicked right then. I was like, "Oh my, what is this?" Perfect landing, and then you just had to build a jump and have things lined up for a landing. So really hyped about finding this spot in my local city.
Hmm. Yeah, call the architect, dude. He needs to go more places.
Yeah, for real. Should we get Kimbo out to find some dog food in the woods? It's mushroom season in Oregon.
In Sweden too, but like right
Woo!
now I'm in Austria actually. But I'll for sure get some mushrooms when I come back home. Some chanterelles.
That's what I love to hear. Raph, do you love the SII?
The what?
The your Sony camera,
Oh, ooh, ask that. Yeah,
KP.
yeah, KP. Yeah, yeah, I love it. It's working well for me. I've been working with Sony for a few years, and yeah, most of the time I'm like using the autofocus, and it's really good. And yeah, uh, it's perfect for me.
Love to hear
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, you
All
guys
right,
killed it
people.
so
If
much.
you guys got no more question, we gonna finish this off. Just any last thoughts you'd like to share with our audience here, Kim?
I mean, just thank you guys for bringing me on this and like yeah, like I said, like giving me that fire going again. And I think we had a good crew and some great times. And thanks for putting it together. Like it was so well made, and yeah, it's a special one for sure. Have to be a part of it.
Thank you, brother. And where can people follow you, Kim, on social platforms?
Oh shit! Hit my Instagram, Kim Boberg, and that's about it. Don't call me.
Raph, what about you? Any final thoughts you'd like to share? Some words of advice, some wise words?
Um, I mean, it was a really good like winter to work with like all of you guys, and hopefully we're gonna get another good winter like last year, and a lot of snow. Gotta find some new spots in the capital, but yeah. What are you seeing?
We're gonna keep digging, digging deep for spots, and digging deep for the dog food.
For
We're coming
real,
up with
can't
some
get
new
enough.
things. People, thanks for
Yes,
joining
sir.
us for the after party of activity. Please share the movie as much as you can. The views are really helpful. Put a thumb if you like the movie. Give it a thumbs up, and give thanks for your interest in skiing and love. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
Yes, thank you all so much. Peace.